Yeah, close up. What's going on, everyone? We're gonna be cooking today. We're gonna be cooking. I found these. These are spicy cheddar smoked sausages that I found at grocery outlet for 79 cents per pack. Each pack has 4, and you can microwave them. You can stovetop them. It's looking pretty good. So 220 calories, not bad. But yeah, so another budget cooking session. Found these. They're called Dickey's Barbecue Pit Spicy Cheddar Smoked Sausage. And I'm going to cut them, and then I'm just going to pan fry them and make some rice and go from there. So, guys, trusty rice cooker. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Let me know what's up. Hope you guys are all having a good week. Hope you had a good weekend. And definitely welcome to the live chat. And make sure you guys are tapping on the screens and make sure you're commenting. There's nothing wrong with that. And I hope you're all doing good. And I hope you can hear me. So, let's see. That should be fine like that. And got my, I'm gonna do some rice. You see, got about 1 cup of rice, the measuring cup. Half. I'm gonna do 2 cups basically. What's up? Hey, welcome on in, everybody. We're just having a dinner sesh. All right, so here we go. So we got those that are just joining in. I found these at grocery outlet. At a grocery outlet, if you have a grocery outlet, pretty good. This whole pack, it's got 4 spicy cheddar smoked sausages from Dick's Barbecue Pit. I don't know if you've heard that chain; they're pretty good. 79 cents. So for a whole pack, I bought I think like $5 worth. So these are good. What I'm going to do with these, instead of, I'm just going to slice them and then just pan fry them, or you know what I mean, pan fry them on the grill. So you can microwave them, you can stovetop them, and you can grill them. But for the most part, for me, I'm just going to pan fry them. So what I did here is I've gotten 2 cups of rice, white rice, using a measuring cup. What up, Jay Prodigy? How you doing, man? Can you hear me all right? Hopefully you can hear me all right. Hope it's good. So we got 2 cups of rice. You can do 1 cup if you have a regular rice cooker. I have one that's like a big old crazy one, so I'm just adjusting to it. So bear with me on it. So make sure you clean out the rice and whatnot. Yeah, let me know, Chad, if you can or can't hear me. What I'm doing here is just making sure that the oh yeah, you can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. Just clean up the rice. So what you want to do is just basically, cool cold water, and then make sure the cold water is just what I normally do is I'll get the rice, and then make a fist and just kind of rub the grains together. If that makes any sense, to get a nice good clean. You don't have to do it super hard, just enough to where it rubs. And then the water itself will get really, really milky and white. In most cases, you could reuse the water. It's kind of like starch. What's up, Natalia? Yeah, you sound good. Doing well. Just had some spaghetti. Oh, dude, that was actually what I was thinking about. Was between spaghetti or trying the sausages. I kind of wanted to try these sausages so I know what I'm getting into. Just do it a couple times till it's nice milky. Because sometimes, depending on how thick the liquid is when you're cleaning the rice, you can actually take that liquid and steam the liquid and make the fat rice noodles. That they use, like the big fat ones. Um, Sometimes. All right, so we're gonna strain it out. And sometimes you might have to do it a couple times. And from here, I did 2 cups of steamed rice. So you do 1, 2, 3, So I'm gonna try this method where I put in 2 cups of steamed rice, and then that's inappropriate, bro. All right. If you can't be respectful, because everything is being recorded, and also at the same time, um, YouTube community managers are watching the stream. So don't be a dick. You know, if you don't like the stream, go to another stream. That's okay. You know what I mean? But when you bring in hate and you bring in negativity in here, it shows a lot about yourself, and it shows how weak of a person you really are, and how mentally unstable that you are, that you have to come in stream and racist, right, to do racist tropes in here. So what up, Doomslayer? How you doing, man? Yeah, sorry, dude. We got a couple people in here that are just trying to be racist bigots. All right, and after you get the two cups of rice, and then I do 3 cups of water. Pop that bad boy in. Put it on your cooker and let that do its thing. Yeah, I mean, I've had the same people pretending they have other accounts for like years, so it sucks because it messes with the newer people that want to come in and hang out. All right, so what I was doing is I got these sausages that I got from we have what is called Grocery Outlet, and Grocery Outlet had these sausages. These are cheddar spicy, and they were 79 cents for 4 packets. So what Grocery Outlet is, it's basically a discount. So like all the major stores that can't sell their products or whatever, like Oatly milk or eggs or whatever it is, like you know how there's that expiration date. So what Grocery Outlet does is they get in and they work with these other grocery stores, and like usually within a week, 2 weeks, depending on the product, if they're not moving it, they'll buy it at Grocery Outlet at cost, like at a discounted cost, and then sell it. So for instance, like I'm pretty sure you've seen this, like the oat milk, the Oatly unsweetened oat milk. This is just this is a half-gallon one, right? Normally these are like $6-7 for one of these. At Grocery Outlet, you'll get them, and they'll still be good throughout the rest of July for $2. So really awesome with your coffee. And like you got like Minute Maid, zero sugar type, juice drinks. I switched over from a lot of stuff from sugar to no sugar. I didn't completely cut sugar out. I just like all the stuff that I'm like, it's really like sodas and stuff like that. Zero sugar sodas, zero sugar juice, just to cut out sugar in general. Not all of it, but just a lot, but not all of it. If that makes sense. That right there was like $1.50. So I got one of those. I wanted to try the lemonade one. It's actually pretty good, believe it or not. And then the other one was a fruit punch. I knew that one was good. $1.50. So $3. I was able to get two of those juices that like I can fill my refrigerator. So basically for $27, and I'll show you right here. That's the receipt. They're $27.29. Obviously tax, California tax. I was able to get so I got a sweet, the Hawaiian sweet bread rolls, which I'm going to use with the sausage. Was able to get a thing of yellow mustard, like the big one. Got some bologna, got some ham, got some of the sausages, the zero fruit, and some hot dogs for like a couple bucks. Altogether, it was like, it's going to probably last me. It could last me like 2-3 weeks for $27. So I'm thinking these are going to be pretty good. Mods, no kids. Hello, how are you? I have kids. What does that mean? You got to do better, bro. Stop harassing people. You know what I mean? Yeah, it happens a lot, dude. Like not a lot, but it happens. On and off. It's been kind of going on around YouTube, and they've been uh, building a case for it. So I just have to do I have to report and put them in there. Yeah, dude, they're really, really good, man. And it's a shame if it's, people that are in here trying to befriend and then to do that. That's another one. All right, let's get into the sausages here. Yeah, so pretty much, got 3 weeks worth of food. And in this case, it's not like about, well, yeah, that's unfortunate. Because it does nothing for them in the end. At the end of the day, they have to just keep making accounts, or they're that sad that they have to have that many accounts. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I'm gonna cut them into like sections like this, so I can when I'm done cooking them, I can slide them into the center of the of the sweet rolls. Right, yeah. I mean, the other part of it is too. I can always just like cut them and cut them up into slices, and then just eat them like that. So I'm gonna do two of them in this in like three sections. So that's a total of six rolls, and then the other ones I'm just gonna slice. Um, so now I got the cool. Like look at the cheddar. It's like jalapeno cheddar, so it's like in the middle. It's really good. Spicy. Yo, Jay Prodigy, if you're still in chat, what'd you do this weekend, man? Smells really good. Thanks. No, it's spicy cheddar sausage from uh, Dick's Barbecue, Dickie's Barbecue. So it's just sausages. Yeah, no worries. You're welcome. I found them at a grocery store, and they were on sale for 79 cents per pack. And they come 4 in a pack, so I'm making some dinner with it, with some sweet rolls. Just remember, certain sausages, they have like an outer skin. Sometimes you can, most of the time you can cook them, but sometimes you can take them off. Helps with the cooking process sometimes. All you do is just rotate them, and you're good. In most cases, like the way I'm doing it, it's in a wok kind of a thing. So I just like to call it pan frying. But you can put in you can barbecue or you can grill it. You can air fry it. I haven't tried the air frying way yet, so I recommend not doing it unless you know what you're doing. And remember, I'm not a professional. I am just a person who is making dinner. So make sure you do your own research on everything before you cook. I just do meals if I'm hungry and it's budget. Like I said, I was able to buy, basically what, 4 packs for, they were 79 cents a piece, I think. I think I got 4 of them. I basically got 3 weeks worth of groceries. That's food that'll keep me fed for 3 weeks to come. So, all right, all the sausages are in. Rice is cooking. Wash my hands really quick. I could have swore I had some palms. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, it smells really good. I like to cook. I'm gonna experiment with recipes when I get the chance. I like to watch Gordon Ramsay and stuff. That's awesome, dude. Never hurts, man. Never hurts. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube to look. You know, I'm just cooking dinner, but sometimes you know, we see all these videos. Nothing against any of the other content creators, people who do food and stuff like that. I mean, it's cool. You know, sometimes the real world, you know, buying something healthy or having healthy meals. You know, that's the difference between having a one meal for $20 or having 3 weeks worth of food for $30, right? So that's the difference, I guess. So sometimes, in some cases, um, budget is going to override quality, if that makes sense. Not meaning that quality as in like it's going to be healthy for you, but it's going to feed you and it's going to get you through the day until you know what I mean? Just it's budget. Let's just say it's budget friendly. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty darn tasty, man. Like the budget meal prep videos. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not like a pro at it. I just going through my whole thing. Like I said, I was able to get you know, a thing of sweet rolls. Picked up I had a spicy. There was spicy chicken noodles. So like the Campbell's canned chicken noodles soup. They were like 88 cents. So got a couple of those. Got some mustard. Bologna, like a big old thing of bologna. It was $2 for like a big old, you know, Oscar Mayer stack. Got the ham thin cut for $3, so it's like a pound of honey ham. for sandwiches, and then hot dogs, 2 pack of hot dogs. So there was I think it was 8 pack, right? 8 or 12 pack, and it was $1.50 each. So, and then I got 5 of those spicy cheddar sausages, and it only 5 of those 4 packs came out to $3.90. Right here, if you look right here. So the spicy sausage cheddars, so they were 78 cents per pack. So that was pretty dope. And then the zero fruit juice that I showed you guys earlier. So. And I want to say these are already like pre-cooked, so just heating them up. I like to get a little char on them. But as you can see, this is what they look like. So I did. So I did slices like circular slices, and I did thick cut slices. And the reason why I did the thick cut slices is so I can put those right in between the buns, and then hopefully that'll come out pretty good. And I also got so I'm basically making meals for the next couple days. So I have steamed rice cooking. So I'll probably have a little bit with that with the slices, and I have one of the buns. I'm not trying to overdo it, but just enough to where it's like not bad. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And what's even cool, what's even neat, I should say, is that now that I did a pan fry, all that oil that's in there, I can pull out. That's the one thing we did forget, huh? I forgot about vegetables. Oh well. I was thinking about it. I'm like, do I have any veggies? And I'm like, oh, I don't. I mean, I might have carrots. So as you can see, like, look at all that oil in there. I could cook eggs with. Oh, let's try one of these bad boys. Oh, okay. I see it. So also a thing that happened too, the bigger chunks, they got a nice char on them, and the thinner, the circular ones, because of the oil, they were able to sit underneath the oil. Got a nice, like, crispy char to them. It's spicy though. Woo! Butter. Woo! I wasn't. I don't think I was prepared for that. I don't think I was prepared for that spicy spice. But it did say spicy. It didn't say how spicy. So, anyways, and I'm okay with spice. There was also like original as well, if you ever see it. So if you have a, like I said, if you have a grocery outlet, those are awesome, man. Like you can get some really good stuff from there for pretty discount. And there's stuff that you have to just be careful. You know what you're looking for, and then compare it to other stores, and you should be fine. Yeah, this. And so what I do here, I'll take a chopstick or any kind of cylinder like, then you can kind of like push up, make it create a circle. You don't have to do it so hard, but just enough to where you create an area where you can put the sausage. Would you like some sausages? And once you get a little area, you can kind of put your finger in there. Don't want to do it too much. You don't have to go all the way through, but then just get the hot dog or get the sausage, drop it in. Look at that. Boom. Okay. Get yourself a sausage roll. And then what I'll do is I like to plate, use something like this. You know what I mean? You can slap, I think 3 in each one. 6, a total of 6. So you can have a couple now and have a couple later. Yeah, the Hawaiian bread is really tricky because they're soft. So I don't. People like to toast them. You can if you want to. I don't. I just right out of the bag. And again, if you don't have a chopstick, just something you can even use your finger. To be honest with you, like you can just put your finger inside in the bread, and you don't have to go all the way through. You just have to make it. You just pinch the sides a little bit, not really hard. You don't want to break the bread, but just enough to get a little area. And then, whoop, there you go. It's number 2. Just keep continually doing this until I get them all. And then those are like good snacks. Like you can, get it stored in the fridge. You get hungry, you get snacky, pop it open, throw it in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and you're good to go. And like I said, and I bought 5 packs, so that's basically 20 sausages. I got 20 sausages, dude, for $3. It's less than $1 a sausage, so that's gonna hold me over for a little while, And then obviously you can do hot dog buns if you're not into the sweet bread. That's okay too, whatever your preference is. And you don't have to do this either. You can just eat the bread and then eat the sausage. That's fine too. I'm doing the slices, like I said, with rice. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. So, and this, these are, if you're still living at your parents or you're living with somebody that's taking care of all that, that's congratulations. You know what I mean? You leveled up. Um, but this is for more like people that live on their own. I've lived on my own since I was 8 years old. So, life has been not only good, but also, there's ups and downs. Currently going through a down phase right now, but with a little bit of work, I think I'll be able to get through everything. All right. Oops, I didn't mean to rip that. Check it out. So this is what it'll look like when it's done. So I have 6 of these. I can cover it up, put it in the fridge, or let it cool down or whatever. Just like that. I have sausage rolls. You can have those with pickle. You can do ketchup. You can do mustard, whatever you like. What up, Doom Slayer? Yeah, not bad, right? And then now for dinner, I have, let's see, a couple left over. So I cut 3 and I cut 1. Okay, so that's what I did. Yeah, because in 3 sections, each sausage was a section for the rolls. So 3 times 3 is 9, right? So I made 6 already. So technically 9 of these. So I'd almost used all of the Hawaiian, but that's okay. So boop, pop it in. Got another one. So this is going to be for dinner. And whatever I don't finish, I can just put it in another container, or most likely going to finish it. And the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. Like as soon as you make the pouch, you can put extra cheese in that. Some people like mayo. I'm okay with mayo. I have no problem with mayo. I don't like go crazy on it, but like I don't mind it. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me too much. So the biggest goal about anything in life, anybody, everybody, moderation. Moderation is so important. You can literally enjoy anything you want as long as you don't overdo it. Or your health, you know, if you're diabetic or anything like that, you have other things going on. Like for that, you know, talk to your doctor. Man, those sausages are pretty good, dude. For 79 cents, it's a steal, bro. Like I'm hyped, you know what I mean? It's like it tastes good, they're easy to make. Um, and if you're ultra super lazy about cooking, then you can just microwave them too. You can microwave them, but you get the char, like you get the char on it. You know what I mean? You just pan fry it for a little bit. Just make sure you roll it around, and you're good. I'm gonna use this big ass fancy dish. So here, I'm gonna plate. Rice is almost done too. Or like this. Do it like that, and then I'm gonna put the rice here, and then I can put the rest of the sausage on top. That's a pretty solid meal. And then obviously, of course, you can do. I didn't do veggies, so shame on me. You always want to do some sort of veggies to kind of like balance it out. You know, whether it's broccoli, bok choy, like those are always the staple. Uh, Whatever's cheapest. I just forgot to grab veggies. I should go to the store and get some, but I'd have to stop stream. What up, Doom Slayer? What up, Shadow? So Hawaiian bread, right? Did Hawaiian bread? Um, I don't know if you've ever heard of Dickie's barbecue pit. These are spicy cheddar sausages. 4 of them in a pack. I found them at a local grocery store. It's called, we have what is called a grocery outlet. Grocery outlet, the grocery market. 78 cents for a whole pack. They're normally like $5. Yeah, 78 cents. I picked up 5 of these. So I have 20 sausages. They're already pre-cooked. And all I did was pan fry them. Rotate them. Dude, 78 cents for 4. So what Grocery Outlet does is, like the other major brand, all the other grocery stores in my area. So they go and they'll buy those buy like the product or whatever it is at a discounted cost, and then sell it at their store for a discounted cost, and they still make profit. If that makes sense. So, like I said, those are like $4.99 per pack. So it's about let's just say $1 a sausage, right? $4, and then tax or whatever, $5. 78 cents. That's not bad. So for $5, I got 4. So to me, that's 20 sausages. That's food. That's food for the next week, And like I said, I was able to make 3 of them, right? 3 of the sausage links. I cut them in 3 sections to be able to, like the size of the dinner, the Hawaiian roll. So I have them in here. So now this is like a snack that's a meal, I guess meal prep. I meal prepped. Boom. So now I have this when I get hungry throughout the week. I can pop these. I essentially got, I'll be safe and just say I got like 2 weeks worth of groceries. So I was able to get the sweet rolls. The sweet rolls were like $4. Normally they're like $6-7, aren't they? For like a big old thing of the King Hawaiian bread. I got some spicy chicken noodle soup. So the Campbell soups instead of the regular Campbell. I wish they didn't have it. They just had those. And I was like, oh, it's spicy. Big deal. Those were 88 cents a can. So I picked up 4 cans of those. I got a big old thing of mustard. I got a big old thing of bologna. A pound of ham, honey ham, sliced deli meat. And then 2 packs of hot dogs that were $1.50 each. I think there were like 8, right? 8 per pack, or 6, 12, a dozen per pack. And then the sausages, which is, I got 5 of those packs for $3.90. And I got 2 zero sugar Minute Maid, like fruit punch and lemonade for, there were $2.49 a piece. No, one was 2. Yeah, one was 2. Yeah, one was 2. Oh, one was 2. One was $2.50. Oh, okay. But anyways, that's my receipt. And if you look at it, it came out to $27.29, and that was minus the taxes or whatever. But so I have food here for at least 2 weeks. Something to eat. And this is more of a budget thing. Like, it's not about like, I'm not a professional chef or anything like that. I have worked in kitchens. I'm just a person that's in a very tight spot, and budget is a thing, and how to make X amount of dollars stretch, and here we are, on top of paying rent, electricity, and everything you see here. So it's a lot, when you grow up, ladies and gents, and you want your own place. Be sure to have work and do your thing. And in my case, health was an issue, so that's why I haven't been able to work so much. So now I'm cue the drama sad music, but that's why I'm kind of looking for work now. I'm risking. I have to get work. I have to pay my bills. So those are the things that are never going to be forgiving. So unless you have a pretty cool landlord and people to help support you. In this case, I have some people, but I really don't have a big support system, even though I've been, like I said, I've been on my own since I was 8 years old. I was a homeless kid. And here we are, You know what I mean? So the circumstances are a little different this time around, but just a lot older, and it's hard for me to find like, because normally when people see me, they're like, "Oh, that guy," because I did a lot of physical production work for festivals, events. Like I just says that's my nature. I work my ass off, and I'm the guy that'll work 48 hours straight if I can, to get the job done, kind of a thing. And don't ask questions, unless it's pertinent to the event or the production. And can't really do that anymore. So I have to do like I've been applying to these like admin jobs, and I got about 30 applications out right now. So in the last 2 weeks, so see what happens. So my streaming schedule may change based on if I get a job or not. So it's been looking hard because right now it's tough right now because where I'm at, the summertime started. So when the summer hits, it's like really hard to find work because a lot of the summer it gets really hot out here. So like it was 120 some degrees, just today. And it's been like hanging in the 116 and 120s, like no problem, dude. So and it gets really slow. So a lot of this like they call them like snowbirds or the vacationers leave because it gets really hot, and then they all come back during when it starts getting in the fall, when it starts cooling down. So a lot of places aren't really hiring, even though they have applications up, and a lot of jobs are online. And you go and look online, and you go, I applied online. They're like, oh, we're not hiring until November or December for the holidays. Come back then. And it's like, well, you have jobs already posted, so. Oh, that looks good. Really, really good. Anyways, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear any of that crap. But I was just being honest. So not trying to make up some story where it's like, oh yeah, everything's all good, bro. Living life. The whole fake it to make it crap. That's doesn't work. Always be, if at the end of the day, if anything, be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? What up, Ioga? Yeah, this rice looks so good. So yeah, so the 2 cups, 2 cups of rice cleaned out, and then 3 cups of water. That worked. So actually really well. I'm just turning over the rice, letting it cool down. It's really hot. You can see. I don't know if you guys can see the steam, but there's steam going off. So, and usually what you do is like when it's cooking, you want to turn the rice, bottom. You want to turn it over and make like you don't have to make a ball, but you can make like a little sphere. So that way, and let it air out and cool. Because the more it has a chance to cool, the more not tough, but it can. The rice can get really tough if you leave it for too long. It like dries out. But if you leave it out for, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes as it's cooling, it makes the rice like very meaty, if you will. I believe in you, man. You got this. Yeah, thanks, Jay Prodigy. I appreciate it, man. There was a whole bunch of stuff that happened over the last month or so. So it's a very stressful position I'm in right now, and so, but it's I will figure it out. I've always figured it out. It's just I wasn't really accounting my health being it's good. It's getting better. So like I guess what I'm saying is I'm at like 90% back. So I'm just I can't do anything super crazy to jeopardize my health, because if I do, then I'll be like really screwed, and then I can't work. So I'm just trying to be careful of that. So I have to be specific on certain jobs I'm looking for, which sucks. And a lot of the jobs right now, they're like super physical, like, oh, warehouse this, warehouse, lift 30 pounds, like I don't mind putting in the work, but at the same time, if I get hurt, I'm screwed. or if I aggravate my injury already. So I will say, when you cut them into discs like this, it is a little charred. Don't cook them together with the quarter cuts. Probably I should have just threw the small ones in first because they cook fast. Get them where they're nice and brown on each side. Pull it out. All right, so here we go. Let's take enough time. I don't have to do. I guess I have to do. I don't have to do too much rice, but just enough. So ideally, obviously, that's what it is. Steamed rice, the sliced chili sausage, and then the sausage rolls. You can throw a pickle in that, like I said. Throw a pickle, veggies. I always recommend bok choy or asparagus if you like asparagus. You can do cabbage. Oh, cabbage is so easy to make. If you haven't ever done it, do recommend like the Japanese barbecue sauce. This is all you need. So what you do is you cut the butt off of the cabbage, and then actually you cut in like two sections. You cut up the edge, the center, and both edges, and then you cut the butt off. And there's this chop. Do like square chops. About I don't know. I guess what that 2 inches. 2-inch cuts all the way down until you don't have any more. Get a basket, get a big basket that all the cabbage can fit in. Clean it out, rinse it out really good. Make sure there's no dirt. And then all you got to do is and then strain it. Obviously, if you have a strainer, you just clean it out. Make sure it's cleaned out really good. And then you heat up your pan. Throw the cabbage in there. Throw this sauce on there to taste. You can go. I usually go like once, twice around the pan, depending how big your pan is. At least once or twice, and then look at the color. You don't want to do too much sauce, but just enough sauce to kind of get some flavor and try some. Because you can eat the vegetable and then let it cook, marinate it, cook it, and let it soak into the cabbage. That's all you need. So sauce. You can even you can add like green onions. Like, cut them really thin and then throw it in there as well. You can also add garlic. So if you do that, put the sauce first, let it heat up. When it bubbles, dice some already pre-diced garlic. Throw the garlic in there when the sauce is kind of bubbling so it cooks. And when you smell the aromatics of the garlic as it's like cooking in the sauce, then throw in the cabbage. It's a really simple way to eat vegetables and cabbage, man. Cabbage, and that sauce it makes the cabbage taste so good, and it's because of that the sauce that uses is kind of like the sauce a lot of like restaurants use. So really, really close. The fact that it has the light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and mirin in it, it's pretty good. All right, so that's it. That's it for now. I'm going to go eat. And here it is. This is the sausage roll / sliced sausage, burnt, charred, and steamed rice. So I'm going to go eat this, watch some Expanse, the TV show. And I want to say thank you to all that came in, hung out, gave me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all soon. See you. Thanks for hanging out, JP, or J Prodigy. I love your face, dude, and Ioka and Doomslayer. Thanks for the follows, too. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. This one. Yeah. All right, guys. See you.